Let's go take a look at our graph, then we'll take a look at our data. So looking here at our graph, 223 horsepower, 175 torque. The torque definitely increased. Looks like top end power may have dropped, and that's not unsurprising when we have a restrictive exhaust here as we're moving up our variable cam mapping. I didn't explain this on the low cam. As you start to advance your cam and give more overlap, the exhaust pressure starts to really play a role. We can get a blowback effect where instead of having exhaust scavenging as we increase our overlap at high RPM, the exhaust pressure picks up at an exponential rate as RPM increases, and will actually push that exhaust pressure back into the combustion chamber instead of having a suction or a scavenging effect. It does kind of the opposite. So we're seeing on the top end, it's lost power. Again, not unsurprising. We'll be factoring that in our variable cam mapping here. And it has a lot to do with the exhaust. This is a 2 3/8 inch exhaust. It's not really free flowing. It's not bad, but it's also not ideal. 3-inch would be ideal here to get the most power out of this. Let's go here and save this real quick. And we'll call this VTC 30. Let's do our analyze function. Let's escape out of that. Let's do our analyze function and look at this real quick. So we should see mid and low RPM gains, which does look like we have. The green here is the 30, the yellow is the 20. So we see we've gained right to the point where we're right about, looks like about 7,000, 6,800. Then the green starts to fall off. And again, that's that exhaust pressure and the overlap working against each other. So we need to go in and obviously build that cam composite blend. We'll try it at 40 because we obviously gained at 30, so we might see some more mid-range gains running it at 40 degrees. We'll have to experiment with that. But for right now, we know that 30 works, at least in the mid-range and low. So let's look at our data here. Let's play that back. Let's go here, high cam VTC, and let's zoom out. So looking here on the low end, it's actually adding some back in the lambda correction. Here, it's not taking away as much. And then looking on the top end here, we can see, if we go all the way to the high RPM, it's actually adding in less. So if we were watching run to run, looking at our data here, we would notice that that lambda correction previously was going in and adding something like 5, 6, 7% on the top end. Now it's only adding maybe 2, 3%. So it would tell me that changing from 20 to 30 was a power loss if I was really trying to analyze the data. Obviously, we know we can see on the dyno screen the before and after, but this would be another confirmation. So let's look at our VVT. We can see we're pretty much at 30 the whole way out. So it's holding nice and steady. Let's look at our knock control. Now notice, I went in and I detuned, so to speak, those two cylinders. And we can see that the cylinders, they're all fairly similar in their profile in terms of what we're seeing here. What this can allow me to do, if I jump into the knock sensitivity table, we can actually probably run our sensitivity values from our low cam into our high cam. And let's try this real quick.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.